Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. This your brother Nawak coming at you with another lesson. I want to entitle this lesson, Canada Threatens to Cut Power, Blackouts. And if you didn't know, Canada is threatening to cut the power because they supply a lot of electricity to Babylon the Great, aka America. They're supplying a lot of electricity to this place, and they're pissed off about DJ Trump's tariffs. So if you didn't know, tariffs, DJ Trump, he said he gonna implement them tariffs starting on the 4th at 25% for Canada, 25% for Mexico, and I forget the percentage for China, but for all three places, he's gonna implement tariffs. Because basically, he felt like once he hit him with these tariffs, he's gonna have companies coming back here in droves. He's saying to those countries, if you think you're gonna keep our companies or our jobs or our businesses, you better think twice, because I'm gonna hit you with these tariffs, and then y'all gonna do what I want you to do. But hey, these countries are pissed off. These countries are mad. They don't think he's right. They not with it. So, hey, just like the scripture says, these different nations are getting mad at Babylon the Great, and the ten horns is gonna turn and hate the whore. This man is doing everything. He pushing all the right buttons to turn all these nations against this place. Real soon, not only the allies are going to turn on Babylon the Great, the enemies is going to turn on this place. So you're going to have all of that. You're going to have all these nations coming up against Babylon the Great. And you wonder why the scripture says so many missiles or so many nuclear warheads are going to end up hitting this place. Babylon the Great. This place is going to be completely wiped out by thermonuclear destruction. And we see everything setting up. We got the perfect guy in there, DJ Trump. He has his pride, his proudness. And he feel like he can flex and do what he wants, how he wants it to happen, and what he wants to do. But at the same time, as he's doing this, these different nations are getting upset. These nations are getting mad. And they want to flex. So Canada is threatening to cut the power because they know they're supplying a lot of it if Trump goes through with these tariffs. So they very well could do that. It would affect many, many states over here, including like Michigan and New York and other states. They're supplying a lot of electricity. So this place will definitely be affected if that guy, the Canadian premier, if he actually goes through with it. So we'll see, because he's definitely threatening it. So hey, we're living in some very, very exciting times, some very, very dangerous times. We're coming into some evil times. So hold on, get ready. 2025 has been lit. A lot of things are happening. And now you got fires. You got fires over there in South Carolina. We've been talking about the fires happening in California. Now they're happening on the East Coast in South Carolina. So it's a lot going on right about now. From there, I want to get into some video clips, and then I want to read some articles about these tariffs that Trump wants to implement and starting on the 4th, and which is today, and how this premier This guy, Doug, he's saying, hey, look, if you want to implement these tariffs on us, I'll cut the power with a smile on my face. And he doesn't look like he's joking. So let me start out with this first clip with DJ Trump. There we go.
And it's going to be very costly for people to take advantage of this country. They can't come in and steal our money and steal our jobs and take our factories and take our businesses and expect not to be punished. And they're being punished by tariffs. Tomorrow, tariffs 25% on Canada and 25% on Mexico, and that'll start. So they're going to have a tariff. So what they have to do is build their car plants, frankly, and other things in the United States.
On the tariffs, is there any room left for Canada and Mexico to make a deal before midnight? And should we expect those Chinese tariffs, the extra 10%, to take effect?
No room left for Mexico or for Canada. No, the tariffs, they're all set. They go into effect tomorrow.
Mr. President, just to follow up on my colleague's question.
And just so you understand, vast amounts of fentanyl have poured into our country from Mexico, and as you know, also from China, where it goes to Mexico and goes to Canada. And China also had an additional 10, so it's 10 plus 10. And it comes in from Canada and it comes in from Mexico, and that's a very important thing to say. Yeah, please.
20% on China now. How high are you willing to go against China?
Well, I can't say. It depends on what they do with their currency. It depends on what they do in terms of a retaliation with some kind of an economic retaliation, which I don't think they're going to retaliate too much. Hey, look, the United States has been taken advantage of for 40 years. The United States has been a laughingstock for years and years. That's why this gentleman is built in Taiwan instead of building here. It would have been better if he built here. If we had a president that knew what they were doing, and we had a lot of them very bad on trade. Look, I'm a huge fan of Ronald Reagan, but he was bad on trade, very bad on trade. He allowed a lot of people, a lot of businesses to be taken. So I say that with due respect because he was so great on other things, but he was bad on trade. Say it.
Have you spoken with President Xi about this?
I don't want to tell you that. Thank you very much, everybody.
Hey, so they're putting tariffs on Canada and Mexico at 25%, and I believe they said 20% for China. And he's serious. And you best believe he's going to do this. You best believe he's going to do this, and hey, we're going to see the fallout. We're going to wait and see how these different nations are going to respond. But they definitely going to respond. You best believe. So, hey, things are getting very, very interesting. Now I want to play this guy. His name is Doug. I'll get his full name. He's the premier for Canada. And he's basically saying, if you hit us with these tariffs, I'm gonna cut the power. Let me roll it. 1 minute. There we go. Check this out.
Annihilate Ontario. I will do everything, including cut off their energy, with a smile on my face. So, and I'm encouraging every other province to do the same. Quebec, Manitoba, BC, we all have to act in unison. Out east, they rely on our energy. They need to feel the pain. They want to come at us hard. We're going to come back twice as hard.
Hey, you heard him. He sounds very serious. I'm going to play that one more time.
Annihilate Ontario. I will do everything, including cut off their energy, with a smile on my face. So, and I'm encouraging every other province to do the same. Quebec, Manitoba, BC, we all have to act in unison. Out east, they rely on our energy. They need to feel the pain. They want to come at us hard. We're going to come back twice as hard.
We'll see if he come through with this. Hey, Expect for there to be blackouts. Expect for there to be no power. Now from there, I want to get this article. This is from The Hill. It says Canadian Premier says he will cut off electricity exports to U.S. with a smile. It says with a smile on my face. And that's a quote from him. It says Ontario Premier Doug Ford said Monday he is prepared to cut off electricity exports to the U.S. if President Trump's 25% tariffs on Canadian goods goes through. So this is real. It says, if they want to try to annihilate Ontario, I will do everything, including cut off their energy with a smile on my face, Ford told reporters at a mining convention in downtown Toronto. The Toronto Sun reported. It says Ford doubled down on his pledge to, it says, by matching tariffs, noting the U.S. is a major customer of Canada's electricity. And that's true. And I'm gonna get some facts on that from the I did a search on it. It says they rely on our energy. They need to feel our pain. It says they want to come at us hard. We're gonna come back twice as hard, he said. The Sun reported Ford said he would go dollar for dollar in matching tariffs. That's exactly what we're going to do. It says Ford suggested the federal and provincial governments are unified in their approach to fight U.S. tariffs. So, hey, you get a real fight going on. And Trump is stirring up drama all over the place. Even the nations in the EU, they all upset. Trump is pissing off everybody. And this is all prophecy. See? He gonna turn, not only is it, like I said, not only does this place got his own enemies, all the allies is starting to turn on this place. So everything is lining up according to prophecy. It says the provinces have a big say in it, but it is the federal government that's leading the charge and says we're going to stand shoulder to shoulder no matter who's in federal government. It says I didn't start this tariff war, but we're going to win this tariff war. Ford added. So there you go. I might read a little bit more. It says the remarks come as Trump announced Monday that the 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico will officially go into effect Tuesday, and that's today, saying there is no more room for deal making before the 30-day delay expires. The tariffs are all set. They will go into effect tomorrow, Trump says, adding there is no room left for Mexico or Canada to make a deal before midnight. Trump had warned last week that the tariffs will go forward after he delayed them for a month following conversations with the Canadian and Mexican leaders, during which they agreed to action to address the flow of drugs at the border. So, hey, the Lord is stirring it up. The Lord is stirring it up. Everything is happening. Everything is going down. Things are moving fast. Things are moving real fast. Hey, you got to keep up. We all got to keep up. Things are moving really, really fast. Now, this is some stats from AI. It says, does the U.S. get electricity from Canada, AI? It says, yes, the United States imports electricity from Canada. The two countries have been trading electricity for over a century, over 100 years. It says, How much electricity does the U.S. import from Canada? It says in 2023, the U.S. imported about 33 terawatts hours of electricity from Canada. That is a lot of electricity. It says Canada accounts for about 90% of all of the U.S. annual electricity imports. That is a lot. 90% of this place, they get 90% of their electricity, their imported electricity, that is, from Canada. So if you think this can't affect you, you are sadly mistaken. You don't know what's going on. This is serious. It says, what benefits does the U.S. get from importing electricity from Canada? Reliability. The integrated grid provides security and flexibility for both countries. Affordability. Trade allows economies to scale, which makes electricity more affordable for both countries. Clean energy. Canada electricity is abundant, clean, and reliable, with over 84% of its electricity generated by non-emitting sources. So, hey, this is real, man. This is real. This is going down. Trump he's doing his thing. He's going through with these tariffs. He said he's tired of waiting. So they're supposed to be implemented today. And you see Canada's talking about taking their actions on what they're going to do. So we'll see. We'll see. Now from there, I want to get into some scriptures. Because, hey, we living in those times. We living in those times. The Lord is making moves. He's making a lot of moves. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, and verse 1. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, and verse 1. It says, I will stand on my watch. I will stand on my watch and set me upon the tower. I will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. The vision is talking about the prophecies. And we live in some very prophetic times. Verse 3, it says, the vision is yet for an appointed time. The prophecies is yet for an appointed time. But in the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Everything that the Lord says comes to pass. And when we telling you that we coming into a time that there's never been, a time of Jacob's trouble, then that's what's going to happen, because that's what the Lord said. These prophecies are coming from the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. And he's always set up men to speak these prophecies. So there will come a time of Jacob's trouble. And everything we see, everything that's happening in the world is leading up to it. Everything is setting up for it. Just like we keep telling you that the MOTB, which is the mark of the beast, everything is setting up for that. Everything is setting up for World War III. We see all of these prophecies simultaneously coming together with all of the things that are happening in the world. See, and a lot of people, they don't even see it. They don't even know what's going to be the end of this. They know DJ Trump is signing all these executive orders and he's pissing off all these countries, but they don't even understand how that links up with biblical prophecy. See, this is supposed to be happening. So when we see these things happening, hey, we say, hey, keep on going, keep going. Other people who looking on the outside, they just pissed off at Trump because he's pissing off countries. And they don't even see that that's all prophecy. Trump is doing exactly what the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, has set him up to do. As a matter of fact, let me get this real quick. This is out of the book of Proverbs, chapter 21 and verse 1. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 21 and verse 1. It says, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, meaning all the presidents, the governors, the senate, all of the leaders, everybody who's ruling, everybody that's in power, The Lord is in control. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. So just like water is flowing, he can turn the minds of these kings anytime, any way he wants. You best believe these prophecies are going to happen. You best believe that these presidents, these leaders, these prime ministers, all of these different leaders around the world, the Lord is in full control of this thing. And we keep telling you. People keep wanting to believe that certain things are not going to happen. Oh, that ain't going to happen. I can't see World War III. No, they're going to work it out. It's going to be peace. No, it ain't going to be no bad time. Everything is going to get better. See, people want to believe, and you can believe what you want to believe. But if it's not according to the word of the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, then your words is just a waste. Because the Lord's words is over everybody. And that's what we're going to continue to bring out. Now from there, let's get this in the book of Ephesians. This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, and verse 14. This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, and verse 14. It says, wherefore he saith, awake thou that sleepeth, and arise from the dead, and Hamashiach shall give thee light. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. You should be looking around. You should be looking all around. 360 degrees. It's stuff happening all over the earth. It's stuff happening right here in Babylon the Great. Everything is happening. Uproars of the people, earthquakes in diverse places, pestilences is all over the place. Got floods, droughts. Everything is happening. Civil wars brewing up. See? DJ Trump is making all of the moves to set these nations up against this place. Everything is happening according to biblical prophecy. Wars, rumors of wars. You should keep your head on a swivel, because these prophecies are coming and they are going to come to pass. Verse 16, redeeming the time because the days are evil. How many people out there are actually redeeming the time? How many people is using the time that we got wisely? Because, sooner or later it's going to be too late. This is the time now to return to the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. This is the time now to get into this truth, get into these prophecies, start learning, start reading, studying, doing all the things you need to be doing. You need to be praying, fasting. This is the time now. You need to redeem the time now, because the days are evil, and it's just going to get worse. It's not going to get better. The days are going to continue to get more and more evil. Now from there, let's get this in the book of Jeremiah. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, in verse 7. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, and verse 7. It says, Babylon, and this is not talking about ancient Babylon. This is talking about Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America, have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken, and the nations have drunken of her wine, which is this place's philosophies, and therefore the nations are mad. And can't you see all these nations turning on this place? They pissed off. All of the deals and all of the things that they had going, everything that they had set up before this DJ Trump, he changing all of that. He's pissing all these nations off. They had their plans, they had their deals, they had their setups on how they was doing things, and everything is changing. Everything is changing because it has to change, because it's prophecy. The 10 horns, it's going to turn and hate the whore, meaning the EU. See, NATO, they're going to turn on this place. All of those nations not going to be down with this place real soon. See, the prophecy said they're going to shoot missiles on this place. As the scripture said, they're going to burn her with fire, meaning Babylon the Great. And that's the prophecies. Everything we see this man doing, everything that's happening is lining up with the prophecies of the Lord. And there's nothing nobody can do to stop it. Verse 8, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. See that? This is prophecy. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her. Let us go every one into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. So the Lord is getting ready to judge this place. Babylon is set for a great judgment. This is the only land on this earth that the Lord is going to wipe out to where no one will ever dwell in this land again. Once Babylon the Great is completely destroyed, no one will ever dwell in this land again. Only desert creatures are going to be in this place. It's going to be one big, huge desert. We keep telling people that over and over and over, but they want to believe that it's time to build. It's time to improve their lifestyle. It's time to have businesses. It's time to pass down wealth and generation and all of these different things. People got all these plans, but if those plans don't line up with the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, it doesn't line up with prophecy. See, you should have checked out of this place mentally, because this place is getting ready to be burned with fire. It's getting ready to be destroyed. We're thinking about the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We're thinking about what we got to do to be saved up out of here. See, we doing this work diligently. We want to make our calling and election sure. We all should be doing things that the Lord requires of us, especially at this time. You want to keep playing games? You want to keep dabbling in the world and falling for the lust and all of the things that this world has to offer? You ain't checked out of this place. You still thinking this place is going to prosper. You thinking this is your rest, but this is not our rest. This is not our rest. Babylon the Great is through. We should be focused on the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We should be thinking about being delivered up out of here, and we should be thinking about the kingdom of heaven. See, that's what we're going to be set up ruling. This devil is at the end of his rulership, and he knows it. And all of the moves that they make in, it will not change prophecy. Every move they make is prophecy. Now from there, let's get this. Because I did mention it, I want to get it real quick. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 17 and verse 16. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 17. Oh, let me go back. 17 and verse 16. It says, "And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore." NATO and the EU, all of the European nations, all of the so-called allies, they're turning on this place as we speak. They're getting more angry and angry at this place, let alone Canada, Mexico, and China because of these tariffs. It says, "These shall hate the whore." The whore is talking about America, Babylon the Great, "and shall make her desolate and naked." Didn't it say this place is going to be a desert? And it says, "and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire." And that's literally talking about the destruction of Babylon the Great, being destroyed with thermonuclear destruction. All these nations are going to shoot missiles on this place. This is prophecy. See? And there's nothing you can do to stop it. You can say you don't believe. You can say that ain't true. You can say what you want to say, but that is not the word of the Lord. That is not the prophecies of the Lord. See, what the Lord says happens, whether you believe it or not. It's not according to your beliefs. It's not up to you. It's not up to none of us. Because the word of the Lord never comes back void. If he says this place, the 10 horns is going to turn and hate the whore and burn her with fire, that's exactly what's about to happen. Now from there, I want to play this next video here because I just did a video about blackouts is coming to this place. And I mentioned about an EMP, which is an electromagnetic pulse. And if one of those goes off, it could literally knock out electricity. Depending on how big it is, it determines how much stuff gets knocked out. Now let me play this video. Hopefully it loads up. There we go.
The fuck ain't nobody talking about this stuff? Because if this man is really talking about WW3, then you should know that this is going to be the first weapon of choice. Even The Simpsons predicted it.
Maybe not tomorrow, maybe never. But it's coming, and soon.
An EMP?
You know what that means?
Hand scissors.
This woman explains the ramifications and the impact that an EMP attack would have on the U.S.
And I should say that the EMP committee, their estimate was 8 to 9 out of every 10 Americans could lose their life by the end of the first year. 500,000 people in the air at any given time on 1,000 flights, right? So that's lost. So that's 500,000 people at any moment. Very quickly after that, the SCADA systems begin to fail and you have fire, you have flood. Within 72 hours, you have meltdown at all nuclear facilities. Refrigeration has gone out at supermarkets and at the regional food warehouses. So the food supply ends. There's no access to ATMs or money or financial structure of any type. No access to your prescription medications. No access to law enforcement and no clean water and no food.
We are terrible at listening to warnings about disaster.
That's why everyone in my family has a copy of this book. You'll learn how to protect your home with the EMP shield, build your own hydro generator.
So yeah, there it is.
Warehouses.
That's it. People have no idea how dependent this place, Babylon the Great, is on electricity. People have no idea all of the things, the chain reaction of events that will happen if this place went dark. If an EMP hit it, or even if Canada comes through on what they're talking about, they pissed off. And they know that they're supplying this place with a lot of electricity. So you got a lot of things happening. And people, a lot of people going to get caught off guard. They're not preparing. They don't understand the will of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai. See, this place is at an end. We're literally living in the last days of Esau's wicked kingdom. See, he wasn't never set up to continue to rule forever. This place is not going to continue forever. We're at the end. See, he has a appointed time that he cannot pass. The Lord is controlling everything, and when that day comes, it's going to be through. It's going to be through. Hey, and you can prep, you can get prepared, you can have weapons, you can do all these things. You can learn how to build fires and do all of these practical things, which is nothing wrong with that. But hey, you better believe that those things won't be the reason you make it. The only way to make it through what the Lord is about to bring on this place is if the Lord is with you. If you have that hedge of protection, that Tawah, which is the mark of exemption. You want that mark of exemption. You want to ultimately be of the elect. That's why we always call ourselves the hopeful elect. You want to be of the elect because everybody else is not going to make it. The evils that the Lord getting ready to bring on this place is going to be overwhelming. The plagues that this place is getting ready to get hit with is going to be overwhelming. And the way that the Lord always works, most of the time, it ain't slow. A lot of times it's very fast and dramatic. It's like, boom, just like that. When the Lord does something, it goes fast. So, we preparing through the spirit and power of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai. With Lord willing, we stay in this word. Lord willing, we endure to the end. This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding will be the stability of thy times. And the people that don't have it, they're through. They're not going to know what the hell is going on and why it's happening and who is doing it. We understand everything that's happening is the will of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And if the Lord is with you, you're going to be good. But hey, the evils are coming, and they're going to come, and it's going to happen. Now from there, I want to get this last scripture, getting ready to close out. This is Proverbs chapter 16 and verse, let me go back one time. Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 8. Actually, I want to get this first. I want to get second address chapter 8 and verse 50. This is the book of second Esdras chapter 8 and verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. And this place is full of pride. This is the people in Babylon, they're great, especially these Edomites. They super proud. They're super proud. But a lot of them lately, they not looking so proud for all of the things that are going on in this place. A lot of people have been losing jobs left and right. This DJ Trump and the crew, they've been doing everything that they think that they should do to change things around. But people have to understand that the whole thing is changing. The whole thing. They're scrapping the way that this place runs now, and they bringing in the new system. And people, I don't know, people are aware of that. If you don't see it, you just don't see it. But many great miseries shall be done to them in the latter time. And that's the time we're living in now. Many great miseries getting ready to hit the people here. People feeling it now, but it's going to get real worse. It's going to get way more worse. See? Because they have walked in great pride. Like I said, this pride is going to get broken down in Babylon the Great real soon. This is the book of Proverbs. Closing out here. This is the book of Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 18. This is the book of Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 18. It says, pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before fall. Isn't that what Babylon the Great is headed for? Pride goeth before destruction. Destruction is coming to this place. See, the Lord built this place up, and they're very proud in Babylon the Great. See, from DJ Trump on down, this is a proud nation. The Lord is slowly breaking this place down. Pride goeth before destruction. So destruction is next. And a haughty spirit before fall. This place is getting ready to fall. And it's going to fall in great destruction with that thermonuclear destruction. As a matter of fact, I think I got this definition here for pride. It says, the quality or state of being proud. And that describes this place to a T. See? The quality or state of being proud. This is a proud people. These Edomites is a proud nation. And the Lord going to break this place down. This place is already circling the drains. And people's minds are already getting messed up with all the things that are happening. This is the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. He's visiting this place. This place is circling the drains. We're living in the last days. We keep telling you. And things are changing. So, hey, the big news is Canada, hey, they threatening to cut the power because of those Trump tariffs. And we'll see. And with that, I hope that you were edified by this lesson. This has been Canada threatens to cut the power, blackouts. I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.